The next topic I want to get to, and it's kind of pertaining to like what we talked about last week with the whole Diddy and the baby oil thing, and it seems like
Mm,
it seemed like everybody's coming after Jay Z. So I wanted, to me, I always found it weird. It was just like it seemed like everybody wants to see Jay Z at this downfall for some reason. For someone that's kind of like been quiet this whole time. So
oh, I can answer that.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I was about to ask, why do you think everybody wants this is just coming after Jay Z for some reason?
Okay. So, peep this, right? It's three things. First of all, remember what I said last week about how everybody who's ever worked closely with Diddy in any way, shape, or form is now going to be under scrutiny?
Hmm.
That's one part of it. Second, for a long time, people have suspected that Jay Z played a role in what happened to Aaliyah. And I don't mean just the plane crash. I mean the shit that she went through before she started dating. All everything with R. Kelly, the whole nine. So people are wondering how deep does his rap sheet go once people start looking into him. And the third reason he's under suspicion, and this one to me is one of the most important. Remember what's his face that confessed to killing Pac and was saying Puff paid him?
What's his name? OG knockout, something like that.
So remind me again who just suddenly shot up to prominence in the wake of Biggie Smalls' death.
Jay Z.
Hmm. Did he kill Puff? Jay is suddenly the hottest thing in rap. What deals were made?
The Illuminati deals. Jay Z been Illuminati since 19 allegedly. But Jay Z been Illuminati since what 90, 98, 97, 98.
I never put much stock in that. And the reason why, who actually knows 100% who or what the Illuminati is?
Good question.
And for them to be this top secret society or whatever that's supposed to be pulling strings and controlling events of the world from behind the scenes and all that, people seem to know so much about these niggas. And yet we have yet to see a definitive anything pertaining to who they are, who their leaders might be, whatever. You know, no footage from no meeting, no gathering, unless the freak offs of what people are talking about. Because there have been people trying to say that that's some form of ritual as well. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to delve into the details of that. My point is stop until someone pulls something concrete and definitive about what this organization is, what they do, who runs it, who's a member, blah blah blah, until something comes out to where we know the definitive stop. Because it's to the point where a lot of these people's theories, some of them are found and some of them make absolutely no sense.
Um, to be truly honest, the only reason why I think they're attacking Jay is because of the power that he holds in businesses. Now, if they bring him down, Who's going to get the stocks? Who's going to get his place? He's going to be too busy trying to watch his back than watch his money. And that's what they want. I mean, let's face it. You think these two men, Diddy and Jay, came into the game knowing what the fuck to do? Someone had to teach them. So let's not play stupido in that area. Someone taught them how to get the money, not just,
Oh,
little
oh,
money, but how to
that
keep it.
reminds me of something.
Hmm.
So apparently, Suge Knight had something to say about Diddy and his little situation, saying that Diddy is mimicking things that were done to him.
Bingo. And it starts with the letter T as in Tommy. But okay. Um, at the end of the day, let's not. I don't like to play the devil's advocate in this situation. I don't. But let's face it. He's a black man that owns a lot of stock and a lot of businesses and many different things. The main reason they would even try to pull him into this, which I'm sure he's a part of it, but when you look at the casinos on the fucking strip, do we really look at how the casinos came about, or do we go there and enjoy and everything swept under the rug when it comes to cleaning money and so on and so forth? Do we really delve into how many human trafficking would add up on the strip alone of Vegas? So why are we looking so diligently? Because I've noticed something. And yes, this is a culture thing in my opinion. We're quick to disintegrate our own, but when it comes to other cultures and they've done way worse, genocide and all that shit, it's swept under the rug. No FBI, no CIA, no media coverage. And they own 70%. Some cultures, I'm not going to say any names, but let's just say that they own media and shit like that, own 70% of the shit, but they can't figure out simple things of human trafficking and who are the people stealing organs and why do we have about 70,000 black women and black girls missing. So yeah, let's look into Jay because that's more important than what's really going on.
So I like that. I like both your answers. So this was my answer. Y'all ever heard the whole saying with the higher you get, you can't take everybody with you. You've heard that saying, right?
Mhm.
So everybody here is going into business with like Dame Dash and that, most of the people with Rockefeller and most of the people he kind of like started with. It's like he's not really in the business with them no more. He try to start his own business and like with Dame felt like Jay done did him dirty, especially since how the weight started. There's another dude he talk about Jay-Z a lot that you like. Talk no joke. Like I hear him talk about Jay-Z a lot. That he talks shit about Jay-Z a lot. Also, Jaguar Wright, crazy ass. Even though like she's called a lot of shit in what's been happening, she's also like she has a vendetta for Jay Z. I don't know. She has like a hate boner for that boy Jay Z. So it's like more than Diddy, and Diddy's been in the free calls, and like anytime you hear her talk about it, but um, Jay Z has done business with people, and then it's just like the business. I feel like that he's done with a lot of those people. It seems like it always ends sour, where Jay Z is coming up top, and like they had to suffer some way. So that's the one thing I've been noticing. Like every interview when they mention Jay Z, that it seems like either Jay Z's an asshole or like he's not as loyal to the people. But in my opinion, I just think like Jay-Z is looking at the number one himself because that business savvy shit is very cutthroat. So I don't do I agree with some of the business deals that Jay-Z did. It depends, but I guess like I said, you can't when you get bigger, sadly you can't take everybody with you as much as you want to take everybody with you. Somebody is just like going to slow you down. And if you're really trying to get what you need to get to, sometimes you got to cut people off. And that's kind of like how I look at it. Which I think.
I agree.
I'm gonna add to that, and wait, go ahead, Crystal. I'll go last.
Okay, no, I agree because even though, Kanye was speaking truth, he was also lying down with his own op. So you can't be in a situation where you're talking about everybody, including your baby mama, but you still laid down and had kids with the same person. So how enlightened are you? You get what I'm saying?
That man want to do porn.
I know. That's the conclusion I came to. So Jay made the right moves. He made the right moves for himself and his family. And as
And
fucked up as it may sound, he knows the rules of Brooklyn. So you better, look out for numero uno.
I'm gonna say two things. Then, first of all, we're not gonna act like Jay-Z hasn't actively helped a lot of different people
Oh yeah,
who paid off Lil Wayne's tax debts.
Hov did.
Yeah, but they're not going to put that in media. Who controls media again? Let me shut up.
Sure, and that's just one. It's certain folks who complain. I had a conversation with a coworker of mine about how shit went between Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel. Bit of a touchy subject depending on who you are. But my thing is this: everyone, for as talented as Beanie Siegel was as a rapper, it's well known he's a hothead.
Oh yeah.
It's well known he was in and out of trouble. You can't do but so much for somebody who
You,
keeps getting themselves into some shit.
you mean the one that was on trial?
Beanie Siegel was on trial. Beanie Siegel is, right?
I probably would if I saw his face. I'm really bad with names.
What song?
Is that the one where he did an interview?
You know that song,
And
right? I can feel it in the air.
yeah.
That was him.
That's
Or
him.
Okay.
you see that state property movie? That,
Yep.
and the main character, the main dude in that, yeah, that's Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, Beans.
Okay.
I agree with you, Dion. He's one of my favorite rappers, but yeah, that nigga is a hothead. Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to say related to what you were saying, right? And this is a quote from Jay-Z himself, coincidentally. You don't know who your real friends are till y'all both got some money. If y'all both broke, it's no strain on the relationship. You're both broke. If you got money and he ain't got no paper, he still needs you. So you don't know how he really feel about you. When y'all both got some bread, you'll see.
And also, I don't know. I find this funny, but y'all ever seen this photo of when Michael Jackson was around Rockefeller and everybody was acting a fool except Jay-Z, and Jay-Z had this look like I can't wait to get rid of these niggas.
He probably was just tired of the asses.
Yeah.
He was.
Because at
You
that
know
point,
when you outgrow.
it's like this is Michael Jackson. This is the king of pop. Have some fucking home training.
No. I don't think it was just the King of Pop there. Wasn't it a whole bunch of other people?
It might have been just a bunch of other people.
So
Hold
maybe he was just, in my opinion, the way that Jay Z moves sometimes. He was embarrassed. Maybe something happened that we can't see. That he was embarrassed that he's like, I'm hanging out with them and they're doing this in front of the King of Pop, and he's an opportunist. So, think about it. If you have a whole bunch of classmates and somebody important comes and they're willing to give you $1 million for a business deal, but everybody around you is asking dumbass questions instead of the questions that's going to get you the money, you would be pissed off too. And I feel like that's what took place. Because
yeah.
think about how he went off on, what's her name? The lip gloss girl. I'm so bad. Little Mama.
Little
Little
Mama.
Mama, yeah. Oh
Okay,
God.
think about how she's from Brooklyn. I mean, sorry, Harlem. And he was pissed off at the fact that she just jumped on stage. And the first thing he said was, he didn't say it. I think Alicia uh, made
Alicia
some,
Keys.
yes, she made some notation saying we work hard to, perform. We had a certain look, we had a certain way that we wanted to represent New York, and you came up on stage just doing your own thing. And Jay-Z was pissed. Think about that for a minute. So if he's
Oh
pissed
yeah.
at one person being on fucking stage, what do you think a whole bunch of people that he probably seems to see as hooligans and messing up opportunities or money making skills for him, he's not going to be happy. He's going to be embarrassed. Hell, he was even embarrassed when somebody was protecting his wife. He wanted to be the one to do it at the right time. If he can't control the situation and money's involved and the way he's represented, he is going to go off, but in the most vicious way. He's a silent person. Silent people. They're very dangerous, in my opinion, when you cross that line or a boundary that you'd even know was there.
And that makes me think. As quiet as, even with people making memes saying he's next and everything, as quiet as Jay-Z's been, what if he's waiting for something specific to happen before he does or says XYZ?
You wouldn't be far off. Yeah, are y'all looking at your screen? Because I was pulling this up as y'all was
Yeah, we
talking.
see it.
All right, this was when he brought Michael Jackson out for Summer Jam, right? And the people go crazy. And then like watch this, and then the next video you'll see, because I think this proves Crystal's point.
Michael Jackson, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me about Summer Jam 2001.
Crazy.
It's live. We the champions. You heard
Michael
it.
Jackson.
We live.
The King of Pop. Holla.
Turned out crazy. Big event.
Yeah, Jay
20,000
look exhausted right here.
ways. You heard? Holla.
Beanie. We don't do much.
Summer Jam 2001, man. How was it for you, man?
That's Beanie Siegel, by the way.
Yeah, that's Beanie right there.
That's Beanie right there.
We don't do much.
We right here. Big celebration as always, man.
Did they just pull that jar of weed off somebody? Oh my God!
Say it again.
I'm sorry. I'm over here watching To Catch a Smuggler.
Oh.
We out here. Jigga Man. Brooklyn. Oh, yeah. Zab. Okay. Right here.
All day. It's just the beginning. It's about to be crazy.
Freeway.
Yeah, it was Freeway. But you seen his face, right? He's just looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jay look exhausted.
Yeah. Like,
Look at
think
this.
about what they're saying. Michael Jackson, Brooklyn. Like, they're not
He
saying
ready.
anything of substance.
He ain't trying to do no interview.
Yeah.
Right. His ears is probably ringing from the music. He trying to get out that stadium. My man look exhausted.
He look annoyed. That's the Brooklyn look of I'm gonna go the fuck off. I've gave y'all enough warning. That's the look. Something happened that we don't fucking see, but something happened. Now, as much as they're there gathered, what did y'all get anything from what they were shouting? Like, do you know who they are? Like, say if you didn't know who they were, and we're watching this now, and we're like, Gen Zs, would you know who they are? Like, is it anything of substance that came out of their motherfucking mouth that you would say, "Ooh, they're memorable"?
Oh no! Even then, I'm pretty sure there's people who's like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know, like, obviously, I see what you mean. So I'm keep proving your point. But yeah, and then you just look at Hov, and Hov is just standing.
He's looking at all of them like, all of y'all motherfuckers, we had an opportunity to make some deals, business deals. MJ was here, and y'all done fucked it up. Okay.
I remember the first time I saw this, I was dying on the. I was dying. That's like, his face just says it all. He's just, I'm done with these niggas. That's as soon as it's like, as soon as I get the chance, I'm getting ready. I'm going so. And look at him now. So this is honestly, I look at this, and this is like, I see why people don't like Jay-Z, because with the exception of Mint Bleak, because Mint Bleak is always loyal to Jay-Z. Everybody there that he's with, he's not with them no more, and everybody has done said some shit about Jay-Z, with the exception of Memphis Bleak, because Memphis Bleak is like Tony Yayo with 50. So. Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead, Dion.
Kind of owes his life to the guy.
Oh, yes. And
So
even Lee could tell you. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
I will say this. When you have to get even to where Jay-Z is right now, you got to remember who mentally had to think that they are successful to even make the first step. So after the first step is made, and that's all you, everybody else that's helped you get where you are, you still have to check in mentally. So as much people that, they would say, oh, Jay owes me, blah, blah, blah. I would say this. If you're not going to do it out of the goodness of your heart, and we know how the game is, that music industry, nothing is done from the goodness of a person's heart, is due to gain something. It's an investment, okay? And now you want to take advantage of that investment. Trust and believe where Jay is at is all Jay. And people could feel however they want to feel about it, but think about it. If you knew you had to get out the slums of Brooklyn and even double cross somebody who's a drug lord, and your family to this day is still in jeopardy of losing their life, and then somebody came over and gave you some funny deals or tried to help you, and they keep talking about it, they just can't let you be successful, and then they want to hate on you and defame you, you would feel some sort of way too, because we don't know the story. I'm just assuming. But judging how the music industry is, I feel in my heart nobody does anything out of the goodness of their heart. They see an investment and they want to take advantage of it. That's just how I see it. But nobody thinks about the mental strength that you even have to take the first step to get where you are today.
That was beautiful. I missed it. I missed that. Okay. Let's go into the next topic.